Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Mr. Gravy, and we have a domination match on launch, and included as a bonus with this domination match is the world's worst chopper gunner run. I still haven't gotten any better at those. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is the allure of games and why I enjoy playing multiplayer and all that. And maybe I'm going to try and tell a little story. Maybe the people who don't play games will understand it a little bit more instead of just saying, "Oh, you're a gamer, fuck you." But and I'm gonna talk about back when I used to play SOCOM 2. Now this was back before before HD TVs were the standard, and you know, everything at a distance. It was just a muddy blur, and it was you really had to squint to see what you were shooting at sometimes. But anyway, we were playing a match one time, and it was a demolition match, and we were on the team that had to blow shit up. And I remember looking at the board and realizing my entire team was dead. And pretty much theirs was too. I mean, I'm not gonna make this huge clutch story. I mean, I've had some of those too. You know, one guy takes out the whole team. But this is definitely a different feeling. So there I was. I'm in the middle of the map, and we were playing on it wasn't Desert Glory. It was one of those desert maps. It had like all the dunes on the outside and the broken down city that looked like America just invaded it in the middle. And we had to plant the bomb in one of the, I think there's like 2 spots that you can plant at, but in the middle. And I was hiding out in this building in the middle, towards the middle, one of the buildings, and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. And I'm kind of crouched down, and you know, all of a sudden I hear pop, and like, you know, the debris, and I see the debris next to my head, and I'm like, oh god, this one guy left can see me, and I heard his gun. He has a sniper rifle. And undoubtedly, he is hanging out on the dunes somewhere, watching over the entire place. So, I go down to prone, and I start crawling down, and I get over to the stairs, and, you know, and there's random shots going off, and I'm just like, oh, man. I make my way down the stairs, and I sneak out the back and head up to the dunes, and all I've got is this little, little semi-auto M4 assault rifle. No scope on it, just a bare gun that has a lot of power, but if I have somebody watching over the whole field right now, it's gonna be tough. I know I'm not gonna get the plant. I know my only option is to take out this guy, because he's watching those plant spots. So I get up to the side, and I'm being cautious. I'm crouched down, and I'm just scoping, and I'm looking for this guy, and here comes the world's worst chopper gunner. Don't say I didn't warn you. I still suck at it, but to be fair, launch sucks. But anyway, so I'm looking for him, and time's running out, and we need this win. This win will decide. This round decides the match. Think of it kind of like you know, if you're a baseball fan, bottom of the 9th, bases are loaded. You know, you're up at bat, or it's like the final seconds of a basketball game, and you're down by 2, and you've got a half-court shot to do. You know, it's the same idea. So, you know, I'm crouched down, and then I'm looking through I'm scanning through kind of the general area where I think he was shooting from, and you know, all of a sudden I see this little dot on the screen, like this little non-HD blurry dot on the screen, and I know, like, at any second this guy can swing around, and I will not appear as a little blurry dot. He has a scope, and I will appear as a full head. So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, do I try to work my way over there, or do I just say fuck it and try to take the shot? Well, the time's coming up, and I don't have time to creep down there, so I pull up my gun, and, you know, I'm looking at him for a minute, and I know that if I miss this shot, he is going to pinpoint me, and the match will be over, and that will be that, you know. So I get as steady as I can, and I look again to see if I can see that little blur moving, because it's the only way I can tell him apart from the rocks. And then finally, he swings around or something. He looks like he swings around. I can't really tell because it's so far away. And I just squeeze off that one round, and lo and behold, I get the headshot, and we win. Now, I mean, I don't know if that did a good job of explaining it to people, but it's those tense moments in games. Maybe not so much Black Ops, because Black Ops is basically me just running around wanting to kill people. But it's those moments that, like, you know, if you get into it and you immerse yourself in it, it doesn't, it's not stressful, but it becomes tense. And you know everybody's watching you, especially if you're the last person alive. Everybody's watching, and you don't want to make any mistakes, because you're gonna take shit from your team, and the other team's gonna razz on you hard. But I don't know. It's just those moments that you know, it. I don't know. I guess it is the same way, like maybe a sports guy feels when he's, you know, playing a game or something. You know, when it's coming down to it. And a lot of us have the same competitive nature as them, and maybe that's the best way I can explain the feeling of why I enjoy these so much. You know, it's not because I'm lazy, because that's the stereotype most gamers get. It's just because there is a very competitive nature to it, and I'm not generally terribly competitive. Look at that, a terribly competitive person per se. But, and whether I win or lose, well, at least in this type of game, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. But, it's, it kind of, I don't know. It's fun to have that kind of pressure, and you know, when you use skill to try and outmaneuver and make it into like a chess game or something like that, it really pushes it up and pushes up the intensity level a little bit. And I think, you know, that's the best way I can explain it to non-gamers, really. So I hope I hope the story was, you know, kind of a good comparison. But yeah. Anyway, guys, we're gonna be no, that story ended kind of early, but yeah. So. Ooh, what was that? I hope that doesn't render out. There's a little glitch in the thing. So I wanna I don't know what games do that for you guys. Like which game types, you know, gets your adrenaline going. Because I mean that's all it is. It's an adrenaline rush. It's a, you know, I'm gonna outplay you, and I'm gonna outsmart you, and that's just how we're gonna do it. I don't know what games do that for you guys, and I don't know, maybe a good story of some of your most memorable moments. I mean, I could go on forever. I mean, Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, I've got a million of them, stories like that in that game. That was one tense game, man. That game was tense. Spy vs. Merc. Unless you're smart, you definitely have the disadvantage as a spy. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out here. This game is about running down. Yeah, and it feels good to be playing decently again, even though I just died as I'm saying that. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to, you can rate, comment, and if you really want to, you can subscribe. And there's my shameless sub plug. I don't know, guys. Anyway, I'll see you in the game. Alright, I'm out. Later. Peace.
Our counter spy plane's in the air. That's how it's done. Nice job, team.